And a good afternoon to you from Greenville, South Carolina. Today on YouTube, it's SC Upstate Redhawks basketball as the Redhawks come in at 3-8, hosting today the Carolina Thunder at 6-2. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Today's game brought to you by Parish Construction, and we thank them and others for their support of SC Upstate Redhawks basketball. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First for the Carolina Thunder, 6-2, as I mentioned, tied for first in the Southeast with the Carolina Crusaders. And starting today is number 3, Tyus Gary III. Number 4 is Daniel Quarles. Number 10 is Demetrius Knox. Number 11, Dion Berrien. And number 24, Patrell Rogers. For your Redhawks of SC Upstate and Jaquin Hawthorne, the head coach. Today it's number 1, Joseph Battle. Number 5 is Demetrius Babb. Number 24, Chuck McLaurin. Number 34 is Darius Downs. And number 40, Charlendez Brooks. That's the starting lineups for both of these teams, who are both playing the second of a back-to-back. It's the second road game for the first road game of many for the Carolina Thunder here in the month of May. Yesterday, they were at home. They took down Gastonia 150-113. And yesterday, the Redhawks lost on the road at Garden City down in Augusta, Georgia, 127-115. So, Redhawks 3-8. The playoff situation for them looks bleak. Carolina Thunder at 6-2. They're in a good position here, heading down the stretch, and they've played very well, especially offensively in the last 3 games. We're talking 150-plus points per ball game. They're second to the primetime players in the ECBL in scoring at 142 per game. So both teams ready to go. The Redhawks in the gray and the Thunder in the white. Carolina Thunder from the PD region traveling here to the Upstate today for the first and only time this season. Came into the weekend a half game up on Florence for third in the division. Now a full game after yesterday's victory. The Redhawks right now sitting in 4th place in the Southwest. Top 6 teams from each conference, not division, will go to the playoffs. And one day, we might tip this ball up. One day that might happen. What are we waiting for? I have no idea, folks. Everybody's just standing there. All right, we're underway. 5 minutes later, and it's controlled by the Thunder. What am I supposed to do with that? Knox gets it to Gary at the top of the key. Gets a screen, open look for 3, missed it short. Rebound comes to Brooks. Brooks, good rebounder at 6.3 per ball game for a big guy. Here's Battle, the top scorer, one of the top scorers in the ECBL. He's 9th at 30.9 points per ball game, but he bounced past it to the bench. So first turnover on the first possession of the game for the Redhawks, who averaged 17 turnovers per game. Knox pull-up, the mid-range. Can't get the bounce. Battle's got the board. Battle, double-double threat as well. Mentioned is roughly 31 points per ball game. Also averages about 10 rebounds. He's got the basketball going around one defender on the reverse. Can't get it to go. It's batted out. Trying to get there is Brooks. He does save it to Demetrius Babb. So extra possession here for the Redhawks. Third possession for SC Upstate. Here is the runner, and it's no good as the shot clock was winding down. So Carolina Thunder get it back. I mentioned they're second in the ECBL in scoring, 142 points per ball game. They're third, shooting 50% as a team on the season. Contested shot no good by Berrien. Both teams cold at the start. Battle will attack. Rejected by Berrien. That's another calling card for the Thunder. We've talked about their offense. They are second in the ECBL with 6.7 blocks per game as a team. Trying to post up is Brooks gets it to go. So Brooks is on the board. First points of the ball game belong to the Redhawks. Rogers on the wing. Man defense, driving on Battle, goes around and missed it short, got his rebound. Too strong that time, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line. Latrell Rogers, another SE State product. We see a lot of SE State players on these ECBL rosters looking for maybe pro contracts. It's a program that really fell on hard times. It's a university that has fallen on hard times as Rogers misses 57% free throw shooter, trying to put his team on the board with this second one. But kind of starting to become a coaching carousel too at SC State in Orangeburg. Babb on the block. Extra pass by Brooks to McLaurin, top of the key, looking to drive, and he's hand-checked by Knox on the reach. So we played 2 minutes. One team foul for each team here in the opening 2 minutes. 2-1 low-scoring start. Again, both teams playing a second of a back-to-back. Thunder were at home. Redhawks were on the road. This is the second-to-last home game for SC Upstate. Shout out to Mr. Hawthorne for inviting me to, we'll stream the last 2 today, and then on May 15th, they'll take on Gastonia. And Mario Leak with his bad knees. Nice hanging shot by Berrien. First field goal for the Thunder gives them a 1-point lead. Recent graduate of UNC Pembroke, a D2 school, as Brooks goes quickly, too strong off the glass. He's averaging 22 points per ball game in the early going, a late addition. Berrien, contested jumper, got it again. So back-to-back buckets for him, and it's 5-2 Thunder. Got to be careful if you're SC Upstate, averaging 118.6, which sounds like a lot of points, but in semi-pro basketball, it's not really. In the way the Thunder are playing offensively, got to stay with them. Can't allow any big runs. They've allowed 5 straight points. Now here's Battle. Clock winding down. Air ball, well contested by Rogers. Here's Gary into the forecourt for the Thunder. Gary turns on the Jets, and he's stripped. It's last touch by Battle. 17 on the shot clock. Quarles, stripped. Nice defensive play, McLaurin. They're going to reward him on the other end. Makes the unselfish play, and Babb lays it up and in. Redhawks running and gunning. It's 5-4. Catch and shoot 3 for Gary, who set himself and missed it. McLaurin gets it down low to Brooks. Brooks, nice post work. That's some footwork right there by Charlindez Brooks, who shoots 45% from the field, a former Western Carolina player. A lot of D1 talent out on the courts, and good D2 players as well for the Thunder, especially. I mentioned Dion Berrien is one of them, and that's a triple there for Knox. 8-6. Thunder with 7:40 left to go here in this opening quarter. Brooks trying to body again on Quarles, looking for the cutter, and that was read perfectly by Gary. Extra pass goes to Berrien, who puts it up and in. Berrien now with 6. Demetrius Knox, who hit that 3, by the way. Good three-point shooter. 48%, averaging 24 a game. Knox and Berrien combined 46 points per ball game. Again, late additions. Another block by Quarles, but staying with it was Babb, and he's got his second field goal. So the Redhawks doing what they need to do here in the first 5 minutes of the game, hanging with the Thunder despite some defensive blocking. Nice reverse there by Rogers. His first field goal, he's got 3. Shoots 64% from the field so far. 4-point lead for the Thunder. They are feeding Brooks. Coral swiping at it. Brooks backing him down, and I don't know if they're going to give him the bucket or not. I think it was on the floor. They're going to talk about it. Second team foul on the Thunder. 6:30 left to go here in this opening quarter, and Brooks, well, they did give him the bucket. Oh, yeah. So opportunity for a three-point play for Brooks, who's got 6, make it 7 of the 10 now. Make it 11 for SC Upstate. Nearing the midway point of the first quarter, 1-point game. Gary attacks. Gary scores, and he's fouled. Titus Gary the third. St. Andrews University back in 2017. He's 4th in the ECBL in scoring. We've talked about the newcomers for the Thunder, but Titus Gary from Fayetteville has been killing it all year. 35.4 points per ball game. Good free throw shooter, although he comes up short. 14-11. McLaurin directing traffic, had it poked from behind, and Brooks was there, and then it's lost out of bounds. Second turnover for SC Upstate. Right at the midway point, we will have a timeout. Good game, good start. 3-point lead for the Thunder. We'll be back. I thought we were going to take a timeout. Instead, just a whole bunch of players subbing in and out. So we'll set a couple of subs here. Travius Roebuck, number 32, is in for SC Upstate. Pull-up 3 is in and out by Gary. Knox from the free throw line short on it. And the rebound by Roebuck. I thought we had a timeout, but I guess not. Runner is good by McLaurin. Chuck McLaurin on the board for the first time. 10 points per ball game. Former player at Central Michigan. Some action. It's a 1-point game right now. Berrien trying to change that. He's taking a lot of contested looks here in the early going. So far, he's got 6 of the 14 for the Thunder. And Battle was out of bounds. 5:06 left to play here in this opening quarter. And now, I believe we have our timeout. Same things I said before were true. Good start for both teams. We got a tight one here in the Upstate. We'll be back. During the timeout, a look at a few of the sponsors for SC Upstate. We thank them for their support of today's live stream. One upcoming on May 15th as well. Chris Sheeman back here with you. It's Thunder basketball. They have a 1-point lead. Spin move by Rogers, banks it. Rogers has 5 in the game. Dion Berrien leading his team with 6 points. SC Upstate, Charlinda's Brooks has 7 to lead all scorers. He's out of the game right now. Falling away, the hook by Roebuck is good. He's off the bench, 54% shooter, 15.8 points per ball game for Travius Roebuck. Another foul called on the Redhawks. That's team foul number 3 with 4:28 left to go here in this first quarter. Face up by Rogers, rims it in. Rogers tying Brooks for the high in the game with 7. McLaurin. That's the taller defender. That's DJ Mason, who's into the game for the first time. 5th leading rebounder in the ECBL, coming off the bench for the Thunder to give you an idea about their depth. DJ Mason, 22.7 points per ball game and 15 rebounds. That's the guy coming off the bench for Carolina. Thunder had 4 of 5 at home in April. Today's the start of a 5-game road trip for Carolina. Berrien. Rogers stripped by McLaurin. A couple nice defensive plays stripping the basketball by the Redhawks. Beautiful pump there as Roebuck gets his second field goal. He's got 4, and SC Upstate with its second lead of the game, 18-17. Knox runs out of room. Mason will try a long 3 and swish it in. DJ Mason, 35% from downtown. He's got that range. Here's Ellis. White into the game. Jarius White, Gage Ellis both off the bench, and that triple is good. Ellis, 41% three-point shooter. 21-20. Redhawks. Knox stripped. Ellis attacks, scores, looking for a whistle, no call. So Gage Ellis with 5 quick ones. 22-21, let me correct myself, for the Redhawks. Matthew Todd, yes, a contested shot. Todd averages 13 a game off the bench, 45% shooter. Another D2 player, played at Francis Marion in Florence. Ellis attacks right around the defense. Gage Ellis with 7. He played locally at Anderson University, and that's a D2 as well. In the ECBL, he's averaging 18 points per ball game, 46% shooter, and he is red hot off the bench. Putting his team back up by 1, and back and forth we go. This time it's Petrell Rogers for 3. He's the first player in the game in double figures now with 10. 50% three-point shooter. Moore to his right. He buries a 3. So we had a slow offensive start to this one, and now nobody can miss. 27-26 out of that timeout. Both teams with some legs. Now a player is injured for the Redhawks. I believe that is McLaurin. Redhawks keep him playing because they have a fast break here, so Moore will keep it going. 29-26 off the turnover, and then McLaurin shaken up, but he's up under his own power, and that is good news. So he goes right to the bench. He'll get looked at by the trainer, but hopefully nothing too serious. So 1:11 left to go in a 1-point game. Redhawks and Carolina Thunder matching buckets down the stretch in this opening quarter. Battle into the forecourt. Mason for three again, not that time. Ellis has the rebound as we go inside a minute here in the opening quarter. Ellis from the half circle, yes. Gage Ellis has 9 points coming in roughly the last couple of minutes. Rogers, top of the key, short on the jumper. Biggest lead for the Redhawks now at 5. Eight to 2 run. Chance for a 2-for-1 here. Ellis recognizes heat check time, and he's got another one. Gage Ellis for 3. Second player in the game in double figures. Gage Ellis now has the high in the game of 12. Scoop is good by Jarvis Williams. 7 seconds to work with now. Pull-up 3 is no good. Tip for the rebound. It'll be a full court play, or no, it's going to be a travel, but the clock hit 0. Now, is there more time on the clock? It doesn't look like it. So, entertaining into that first quarter, led by Gage Ellis, who came off the bench down the stretch and hit 12 points. And let's slow down the 2-for-1 attempt there for Ellis, who's red hot. 34-28 in favor of the in favor of the Redhawks. We'll take a break and come back with the second quarter. Couple of ways to follow the Redhawks. Facebook, one of the better bets. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Good close to that first quarter for the Redhawks. They lead by 6 with the basketball. It's Battle back into the game. Roebuck out on the court with Moore, Ellis, who's been red hot, and Jarris White. Got a whistle here, and it's going to be a 3-second call on the Redhawks. So Roebuck in the lane, camped out. Third turnover for SC Upstate here in the game as we're underway here in the second quarter. Mason fakes the 3 this time. Attack, scoop, no, but a late whistle will send DJ Mason to the free throw line. He's a good free throw shooter at 81% on the season. Leading scorer for the Thunder, Petrell Rogers, has 10 points. Mason up to 4. Titus Gary back in the game for the Thunder. And Mason now's got 5. And it's a 5-point lead for SC Upstate. Battle hasn't really gotten it going yet. He has not scored, but he's going to the free throw line. 59% shooter from the field, 36% from 3, and 75% from the free throw stripe. 7th in the ECBL at 12.1 field goal makes per game. 9.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists, and 1.8 steals. Comes up empty again, so far Battle yet to scratch. And that's a good sign, actually, if you're the Redhawks, because you know it's only a matter of time before he gets going. And right now, you've got a 5-point lead. Joseph Battle, the 9th leading scorer in the ECBL, has 1 point. You'll take that. Williams scoops it. Todd, extra pass to the cutter. Now back to Todd for 3. In and out. Todd's on the ground. Numbers for the Redhawks. They say push. White does. Scoops it up and in. Jarris White on the board for the first time. Gary for 3 off the back iron. Tip for the rebound. Gary follows his miss. Nobody picked him up. And the official blew it dead. I think there was an issue maybe with the shot clock reset. But that really, really punishes the Thunder there. And they should have, well, the shot clock has not been changed. So that was really a pointless whistle then. So that benefits the Redhawks, and we got a foul called now on Upstate. No, the clock has changed again. So maybe it was supposed to change. So now it's at 24, which that's not right either, but I think the officials have tried twice and are making their peace with it. Strip and foul now, as Moore made a nice defensive play, but the whistles have started to pick up here in the second quarter. They let them play in the first quarter. It's a different start to this quarter. So another inbound for Gary. Mason, try another 3. Yes. DJ Mason, his second 3-pointer. He's got 8 points on the afternoon, and it's a 4-point game. Ellis, he's looking for a shot. Why not? His first miss, and another late whistle will send Gage Ellis to the free throw line. 12 points today for Gage Ellis. Looking for more now. Swishes in the first one. Baker's dozen now for Ellis, who, as I mentioned, played at Anderson University. He's from Greenville. Averaged about 15 points per ball game at Anderson back in 2019. 16.4 in his 2 years there. He's got 14 now, lead back to 6 for the Redhawks. Scoop by Williams, he's blocked. Out on the run, the layup is good for Moore. So Moore with 7 off the bench as well, and the second unit today for SC Upstate getting it done. Biggest lead for them is 9. Quickly, Gary answers back with a deuce. 42-35. Moore attacks again. Double pump, and ooh, they called a whistle on that? Don't make it a habit to do instant replay with the officials too much, because at this level you get what you get. But that didn't look like he made any contact with him at all. That little swipe there, I stand corrected. They got it. I didn't see it, but they did. So, Moore at the free throw line. I believe the Redhawks might be in the bonus now. And the way that the script has been flipped here, keep attacking the bucket if you're SC Upstate. Get those foul calls. Get to the free throw line. So 9-point lead matches the biggest lead. Played about 3 minutes here in the second quarter. Todd cleared some space, rims it in. Tough bucket. Matthew Todd. Battle attacks, Battle scores. First field goal for Joseph Battle. Knox, top of the key. Knox spins, and he draws the whistle. Demetrius Knox, 3 points today. Played at Morris College. That's an NAIA in Columbia. .84% free throw shooter. It's a good free throw shooting team. Knox at Morris College his senior year averaged a little over 19 points per game. That was 2019-2020. Todd goes out. Daniel Quarles comes back in. Knox with 5. (46-38). Graham was fighting his way through a screen and another whistle. Well, I thought the Redhawks would be in the bonus by now, but apparently not. Graham's going to go out. Berrien will check back in. Berrien, 6 points to start the game. Brooks is back out there, gets it to Battle. Battle hangs it. Too strong off the glass. Nice box out by Quarles. Throw ahead to Gary. Gary will attack. Nice defense there by White. I think he got a piece of it. McLaurin, good to see him back in after he was shaken up. Runner is no good for him, and it's deflected out last touch by the Redhawks. Nobody back. Gary will attack. Gary can't get it to go as the Redhawks recovered off the inbound. Credit Battle with that defensive play. Open look for McLaurin. Can't get the 3 to go. Mason's got a rebound. Mason will push it. Mason lost the dribble, got it back, and count it in the foul. Mason in double figures now with 10. As he goes to the free throw line. Look at this play. That was aggressive. And DJ Mason was fired up now, looking for his 11th point here this afternoon. Some subs in. Matthew Schwartz in for the first time for SC Upstate. And Demetrius Babb returns. They're on the court with McLaurin, Brooks, and Battle. Old school three-point play complete. DJ Mason's got 11. Next game for the Carolina Thunder, by the way, is Saturday against the Primetime Players. We'll have that for you. I'll be with you for that one as well. So going to see the Thunder next week, or I shouldn't say next week because this is next week, but Saturday, next weekend, at the Primetime Players Gym in Rock Hill. Contested shot by Berrien is no good. Rebound by Baum. Battle running the show. Got caught up in midair, but found McLaurin. Gets it underneath to Brooks. Brooks now with 9 in the game. He had 7 right off the bat. Briefly led the team in scoring. Quarles wasn't expecting the pass. Back the other way now for Carolina. Schwartz. Here's Battle now with 9 to shoot. Battle doubled up. It's deflected by Mason. Nice defense by him, and then Battle stops the fast break with a reach on Knox. There has been so much standing around for long stretches in this game. Let's play basketball. Golden State and Memphis is at 3:30. Come on. All right, I'm going to have a seat here. Leading scorers in the ball game, Gage Ellis with 14. Leading all scorers, 2 players in double figures for the Thunder. It's DJ Mason with 11 and Petrell Rogers with 10. So after some debate, lengthy, long, painful debate, we've determined that there are 5 team fouls on the Redhawks, and that's going to send Demetrius Knox to the free throw line. Good free throw shooter. As I mentioned, a good free throw shooting team. Knox at 84% on the season. Mentioned he was a good offensive weapon for Morris College a couple seasons ago. We are stopping again. All right, timeout has been called. 6:38 left to go. We're going to step aside and once again say thanks to all of the SC Upstate sponsors as we go to the break. Folks, we went to a media timeout 7 minutes ago, and we are borderline extending this into a lengthy halftime stretch. By the way, there's still 6:38 left to go in the second quarter, so I don't know what the holdup is. Both coaches are talking to the officials, and it's absolutely ridiculous how slow this game has progressed. Absolutely ridiculous. But we're going to go away again. Try to stay with us. Maybe check in on some NBA if you want to. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, 8 minutes later, we are playing basketball again. That is terrible officiating. Absolutely awful. The clock never started, so that's not helping things. You have got to find a way to move this game along. It's not fair to the players. Players need rhythm. You have to have rhythm in a game and consistency from everybody involved, and that has not happened at all today. All right, the clock started, so we can play basketball, finally. A 4-hour marathon for one game. Battle going to attack. He's swatted. Another block by Quarles. Quarles, 4 blocks a game. He leads the ECBL. He's got, I believe, 2 of the 4 in this first half for the Carolina Thunder. So we are crawling to the midway point of this second quarter. 48-43, SC Upstate. Schwartz. Here's Babb looking for the cutter. McLaurin, he had it swatted. I don't know if Quarles got a piece of that one, but he definitely altered it. The shot selection, that is. So here's Knox out near midcourt. Knox for 3. Missed it short. Offensive rebound by the Thunder and Berrien. So extra possession for Carolina. Rogers backing down. The turnaround off the back rim, no good. Tip no good by Quarles. And here we go. SC Upstate. Open look. Schwartz for 3. Airballed it, but Babb has the rebound. You can kind of see what I was saying. The flow was completely disrupted. And we got a moving screen called on SC Upstate, and both teams are a little funky right now. That's what happens when you stand around for 8 minutes in what should be at most a 90-second timeout. Knox contested shot, can't get it to go. Schwartz had it deflected, saves it to McLaurin. And here come the Redhawks. Inside 5 to go here in this opening half. A good half for SC Upstate. They have struggled a bit down the stretch of this season, but playing well here at home. Babb can't get the 3. Flying in is Battle, the offensive rebound and bucket. And remember, it's a 7-point lead. Nobody back as Rogers scores with a slam dunk. He's got a dozen. But remember, Joseph Battle averaging about 31 points per ball game. He has just 5, but yet his team leads by 5. He's looking to get cooking now. Missed it back iron. Mason the rebound, had it deflected away. Mason right to the hoop, and he draws the whistle. Both teams have been attacking here in this second quarter and getting to the free throw line with some consistency. DJ Mason has been making work of it. Chance now to make it a 3-point game. Correction, it's a 4-point game, 50-46. No, now they changed it. 50-47. I had it right the first time. So 3-point lead for SC Upstate. They've led by as many as 9. Nice extra pass. Schwartz to Brooks. It was too strong, though. Here come the Thunder. Mason spins. Mason stripped but fouled again. He is recognizing that SC Upstate Their instinct right now is to reach, 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 and Mason really taking advantage of that, especially at the free throw line down the stretch here in this opening half. So Mason's got 13, looking for 14 and 15 now from the charity stripe. Octavius Roebuck is going to come back into the game as Matthew Schwartz goes to the bench. So 1 out of 2. DJ Mason 14 on the day now. Driving is Roebuck. A very late whistle is called. That will send Roebuck to the free throw line. He's got 4 points off the bench. 72% free throw shooter. Couple field goals for him at the line for the first time here this afternoon. 3:42 left to go in the half. Roebuck played at Southern Wesleyan. Rims in the first free throw for his 5th point. 6'7", 215. He's from North Carolina originally. Got them both. Big free throws there as the Thunder were starting to creep back. 4-point game again. Boy, the Thunder, after every make, they are pushing. They want to go as quick as possible, make or miss. They are attacking the bucket. Right around the defense, recovering is Quarles, and I believe they're going to call a goaltend on that. I'm waiting for him. They haven't seen him put the points on the board. Or was it an offensive foul, maybe? The home fans seem upset, so I believe it was an offensive foul. Got to give him the benefit of the doubt on that because I didn't see it, but different angles. So Thunder basketball. Mason, McLaurin directing traffic. Roebuck gets it back to him. He'll try a 3, grazes the rim. That's it. Quarles another rebound. So they did count the bucket. They did say it was a goaltend. It took forever for the scoreboard to be updated, but it's 54-48. Make it 54-50. It's an opportunity for a 3-point play now for Knox. So Roebuck now has 8 points. Knox will try to complete the old school 3-point play. So Knox is in double figures now with 10. Third player on the Thunder to get into double digits here this afternoon. Ellis was hot off the bench in the first quarter. He's doubled up now. Shot clock at 5. Intercepted. Steal by Berrien. Out to Quarles. 2-hand jam by Daniel Quarles as he's on the board for the first time today. Quarles known for his defense. He's a decent scorer. Just 8 points per ball game, but he shoots 67% from the field, so doesn't necessarily always look for his shot. But, ooh. Roebuck upset with himself. He had the oopsie daisies there for that entire sequence as he tried to make a play on the ball. Back in the game is Jarius White. Charlendez Brooks sits down with his 9 points. And now, an opportunity for Carolina here to close this half with the lead, trailing by 1 with the basketball. A reach going to be called on McLaurin. And that'll be more free throws. The longest second quarter in the history of basketball continues on with 1:53 left to go, and Tevin Graham, a 69% free throw shooter at the line for 2. Gets this first point of the game for the former JUCO player. He played at Sandhills and also at Guilford Tech. There's a lot of good JUCO basketball in that Region 10. A lot of really good players. I've been working in that region for 7-8 years now, and the talent that comes through is really ridiculous. Ellis trying to clear some space, has to get it out. Showing the ball was McLaurin. Can't get the jumper. Tip for the rebound. Quarles has it. So SC Upstate led by as many as 9 here in this second quarter, but the Thunder have come back to take the lead. Now looking for more as Knox got stripped, able to recover and score. It's not a jump ball if the ball comes loose, so Knox able to grab it off that deflection. Battle trying to answer. He's short. Another rebound for Quarles. Rogers double pump, missed it short. Nice defense by Battle. Couldn't get the rebound though as Quarles pulls down another board. Now attacking is Berrien plus the foul. And Daniel Quarles, 8th in the ECBL at 5.3 offensive rebounds per ball game, kept hope alive there for the Thunder and gives his team and his teammate Berrien an opportunity here for a three-point play that he connects. That's a big change of momentum right there because now it's a 6-point game. What a run here to close out. So we had a run by SC Upstate to close the first quarter. Now Carolina is answering back. Well, Ellis thought for sure there was going to be a whistle. I think he had a decent gripe there. Some contact as he is working through that double team. Hanging is Berrien. He gets it to go. It is all Thunder at the close here of this first half. Shot clock is separated by about a second and a half. So if you're SC Upstate, you want to run some clock. That's why Ellis didn't pull the trigger there. Battle. He's called for steps. So Battle went early, and now 9 seconds to work with for Carolina. Rogers with 3. Got to get it off. Knox does. Yes, he beats the buzzer. What a close to the half for the Carolina Thunder, who trailed by 9 in this second quarter. And now they go into the locker room up double figures, 65-54. What a stretch by the Thunder as we go to the half. So all Carolina down the stretch in the second quarter. Some adjustments to be made for the Redhawks in the locker room. We'll step aside for the half. Come back, it looks like, in about 12 minutes and bring you all the second half action. Your score here from Greenville, 65-54. It's the Carolina Thunder by 11. We'll go to the half and come back here in just a little bit. Welcome back to Greenville, everybody, as we go to quarter number 3. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Good close to the second quarter by the Carolina Thunder. They went into the locker room with their biggest lead at 11. SC Upstate led in that second quarter by as many as 9, but did not finish the half strong. So the Carolina Thunder 6-2. Good position for the playoffs for them. And SC Upstate, the Redhawks, are 3-8 as we go to the second half. We're underway. The Redhawks will possess first here in this third period. Leading scorer for SC Upstate, Gage Ellis, 14 points, and he did the bulk of that in a several-minute stretch to wrap up the first quarter. That helped the Redhawks push out to that 9-point lead. So Gage Ellis, 14. Charlenda's Brooks has 9. 9 as well for Wanye Moore. That's the leading scorers for the Redhawks. Meanwhile, for the Thunder, 3 players in double figures. 15 in the half for Demetrius Knox, 14 for DJ Mason, and 12 for Petrell Rogers. Good ball movement, unselfish play, finding White for the easy 2. He's got his second field goal now and 4 points. So if you're SC Upstate, I kind of talked about this at the beginning of the game. What a move there by Gary, who scores. He's got 6 now on the afternoon. If you're SC Upstate, you have to keep scoring with the Thunder. They are so hot right now. Joseph Battle, just 5 first-half points. He averages 31 a game. So good to see him scratch there with his first bucket here in the third quarter. But the Thunder have been 150-plus in their last 3 games. Nice block there by Brooks on the takeaway. So Thunder and Redhawks have played a relatively competitive game here this afternoon. Good unselfish play again by Downs, who found White but couldn't get it to go. So Darius Downs and Jarris White along with Charlenda's Brooks up front as the Upstate Redhawks have gone big here to start this third quarter. Wanye Moore and Joseph Battle are in the backcourt, and they force another turnover. So an opportunity here. This is that window starting to open if you're the Redhawks. Battle short on that one, though. Berrien has another rebound. Scoops it over to Gary. On the switch, Moore with the block and takeaway. And then Gary got him in the eye. That's going to be a foul on him. But what a defensive play there by Wanye Moore. Getting the second half start and making his coaching staff look real smart with that decision. Downs into the forecourt. Open look for 3. Yes, by White. Jarris White shoots 40% from downtown. Got to keep an eye on him. 67-60. Knox and an illegal screen called on Berrien. So the Thunder are sloppy here to start this third quarter, turning the ball over and forcing the action. The Redhawks defense has responded as well out of the locker room. Still got a ways to go, down by 7 though. The shot clock did not reset. I was told, by the way, at the half that most of the issue with the long delay in that second quarter, which really punished the Redhawks and benefited the Thunder, was due to clock issues at the scoring table. So we see them continue on here to start this third quarter as the shot clock will stop at 20. So 20 on the shot clock. 9:13 on the game clock as we're just underway here in the second half. Moore going to test it. Comes up short. Not a great possession that time for the Redhawks. This is the thing. You get these turnovers, these rare turnovers by the Thunder. You got to capitalize. Ooh, nice defensive play again. Another block by Brooks. He averages a block and a half per game. He's got 2 already here in the first 3 minutes, 11 seconds in the quarter. It'll stay with the Thunder, though. Carolina will inbound it with 23 on the shot clock. It will be Titus Gary. Berrien. Awkward position, and he got tied up, they say. These are a lot of late whistles here today, so the jump ball will be between Berrien and White, I believe. Yeah, White tied him up. Nice volleyball forward by White to Moore, who lays it up and in. That was a player who had some run on a volleyball court right there, Jarius White. Knew right where to go with that basketball, and the lead is 5 now. Make it 7. Nice contested jumper by Rogers, who's up to 14. So he and DJ Mason tied for the high in the game with 14 points, along with Gage Ellis for SC Upstate. Offensive foul called here on the Redhawks. Gary looking to put the moves on. Threw it away. Downs is ready for it. Here's Battle, extra pass to White. White looking for the whistle. I think he lost his footing. Numbers now for the Thunder as White and Battle both slow to get back. Knox can't get it to go, though. Brooks over to Battle. Extra pass to the runner, and cutter is Moore, and Moore's got 13 now. It's a 5-point game. Nice start to the quarter for SC Upstate. Berrien Quarles. Back to Berrien. Gets it to the cutter, Quarles. Berrien draws the body. Dion Berrien, 85% free throw shooter. This is a very unselfish Carolina Thunder team. 28.4 assists per ball game. That's second to the primetime players. 5 players for the Thunder average at least 4.7 assists per ball game or more. Demetrius Knox is 7th in the ECBL with 7.7 assists per ball game, as Dion Berrien makes both free throws to put his team back up by 7. That's championship-style basketball right there, and we're going to see the primetime players in Carolina Thunder on PTP TV, which is another YouTube channel, as Battle gets another one to go. Battle with 9. That'll be Saturday at 5 p.m. Rogers can't get it to go. Berrien was stripped, but mostly arm there on Moore. So Berrien going back to the free throw line. And 6:48 to go here in quarter number 3. Redhawks have their final 2 of 3 at home, including today. They'll be at the Coastal Elite Pirates on Saturday. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line this time for Berrien. He's got 14 now. So Knox with 15. Berrien, Mason, Rogers all have 14 apiece for the Thunder. White attacks, can't get it to go. Tip up no good by Moore. Mason for 3, yes. Big bucket there by DJ Mason, who's got 17 on the day. 9-point game. Moore directing traffic, hesitates, steps to the left. Left alone for a corner 3. Can't get it to go. Quarles, yet another rebound for him. Rogers looking to back down, instead out to Knox. Swung to Mason for 3. Rebound by Battle. Keeps the dribble. Past the midway point here in quarter number 3. Upstate with work to do. Redhawks down by 9. Here is Downs for 3. Yes. First bucket for Darius Downs. Berrien on the left wing. Berrien looking to back down Downs. And we got an offensive foul called on Berrien. So 5:20 left to go. It'll be Redhawks basketball. Chance to further cut in to their deficit. White steps inside the arc. Defense bit. White missed it, follows his miss, and scores. Sometimes you know when it leaves your fingertips, this ain't going to be good. I had a lot of experience with that when I played basketball. Racking up 12 offensive rebounds a game because I was missing 12 shots a game. Scoop by Mason. Can't get it, but he's fouled, so Mason will go to the free throw line. This is a Thunder team that's really good at drawing contact. You saw the angle that DJ Mason took there to draw the foul. If he had taken that straight away, I don't think it would have been a foul. Short on that one. Mason, game high 17 points here this afternoon. Ooh, missed them both. Big misses now. It's a 4-point game. Can the Redhawks capitalize? Downs starting to heat up. Downs will attack. Ooh, is that going to go? What a play that was. Didn't get the bucket, but Downs is fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. We got a timeout on the court. 4:32 left to go. Nip and tuck game. Both teams taking turns, making runs. We'll be back. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you here in Greenville. One of the rare games I get to do in the city where I actually live. It doesn't happen very often. In my 20-year career, in fact, this is the fifth time that it's happened with a team locally. I don't know why. But anyways, glad to be with you. Boy, I just got to look at that Celtics and Bucks score. You know, every time I watch the Milwaukee Bucks in the regular season, I think this team doesn't have it. Yeah, they got the best player in the world. They got Giannis, but they don't have it as a team. They're not going to win. They're putting a hurting on the Celtics right now, one of the hottest teams in pro basketball. So, out of the timeout, we got a 2-point game now thanks to Darius Downs hitting both of those free throws. Thunder led by 11 at the half. They try to answer back quickly. They do. Tevin Graham with the layup. The transition defense, even after makes for the Redhawks today, that's been their Achilles. Catch and shoot three. Schwartz off the bench, buries it. So Schwartz is in the game out of the timeout with Roebuck. McLaurin checks back in. Trying to answer to three, can't do it. Opportunity for the Redhawks now to take the lead. What a pass! And the bucket is good by Roebuck. He's in double figures now. He's got 10. Redhawks have come back here in the third quarter from 11 down to take a 1-point lead. No lead is safe in this game. Backing down Mason, wild shot. Rebound by Schwartz. Here comes Battle now for the Redhawks. Battle over in the corner, McLaurin for three. Yes! The Redhawks are red hot right now. Chuck McLaurin from behind the arc. And they take a 4-point lead. So this third quarter has been a 27-12 burst. Double pump by Knox, and he's going to the free throw line. I want to run back that, not the three by McLaurin, but the play before that, and look at this dime once again. Look at this pass. Beautifully placed, right in the right position. That's basketball right there. Pretty. Back to live action here with Knox hitting the first free throw. Chance to make it now a 2-point game again with 3:07 to go here in the quarter. But I can't be the only one that watches Milwaukee during the regular season and thinks, this team, I don't know. This is a championship team. Then every playoffs. I don't know. It's going to come down to Devin Booker, I think. I'm real interested in the Golden State and Memphis. I think Memphis is just too young and dumb. Young and hot is Gage Ellis. He's up to 16 with that face-up, 4-point game. See, here's Graham again pushing off a make and getting to the free throw line. The Thunder have done this at every opportunity, and they're doing it again. But it's really night and day in that series, Golden State and Memphis. You're talking about the most veteran, decorated team in modern NBA history outside of the Chicago Bulls and maybe the Shaq and Kobe Lakers. Like that Golden State team has won more than Shaq and Kobe together. So really, it's the Bulls and the Warriors. When you're talking about the last 30 years of basketball as the dynasties going up against Ja Morant, who we're all rooting for here in South Carolina. Ja Morant from Sumter, as Battle is called for steps, I believe. I don't know. It's a turnover in a 2-point game. But it's going to be really interesting. You could see that. I think it's going to go 6. But you could see it being a 4-game sweep for the Warriors. You could see it going 7. I don't know what's going to happen, but history has told us that the young team normally is in for some trouble. I just think it's going to be fun to see those two teams go at it. McLaurin, it hung on the back rim and fell out. Mason tiptoes to stay in bounds. Chance to tie or take the lead now for the Thunder late here in the third quarter. Williams into the game. There's cross court to Berrien. Berrien, alley-oop is tipped up, no. Followed by Williams, couldn't get it either. So here come the Redhawks. Ooh, that pass batted. Roebuck able to get it, though. Gets it down low to Battle, who's slapped and fouled. First foul inside the last 2 minutes for the Thunder, but I believe they might be over the limit anyways. Quiet night for Joseph Battle by his standards anyways. 9 points, make it 10. Corals comes back in for the Thunder. Dion Berrien leaves with 14 points. So Battle gets them both. He's got 11, and it's a 4-point game again. Gary out of control, and the ref bails him out. That is a bailout. Gary almost threw that away. Instead, he goes to the free throw line. 82% free throw shooter. Two-point game again. 8 points for Titus Gary. Battle stripped, and it looks like it's off Carolina. So 11 to shoot for the Redhawks. Correction, it's 14. Roebuck. And McLaurin is stripped but fouled. Gary, as you can see, is frustrated. So McLaurin going to go to the line. 63%. So McLaurin, a 63% free throw shooter, gets them both. He has 7. We've got a minute 10 left to go here in the quarter. Mason attacks. Hard, tough move. He is an aggressive scorer. DJ Mason's got 19. Catch and shoot Schwartz. Tip no good by Roebuck. 87-85. Do we have a tie game? It's going to be an offensive foul called on Graham. .43 seconds left. Ball goes back to the Redhawks. Ellis to the hoop. No. Another offensive rebound by Roebuck. This time the putback is good. He's got a dozen. 89-85. Redhawks by 4. Todd. And he's fouled late by Ellis with 20.6 to go in the quarter. Going to send Matthew Todd to the free throw line. He's got 4 points here today. Misses the first one. Matthew Todd, one of the veterans. He's got 5, averages 13 a game. Played JUCO ball before going to Francis Marion back in 2011. He played at USC Aiken. I don't believe they have basketball anymore. Boy, Ellis looking for a foul. I think he got hit. To beat the buzzer, the half-court shot no good by Mason. And we got a nip-and-tuck game, 89-86. SC Upstate trailed by 11 at the half. A great third quarter for them. 12 minutes left to go. This one far from over. Come on back for the final quarter, what should be an entertaining finish. We'll be back. Shout out to all of our sponsors here in Greenville. Chris Sheeman back with you. It's 89-86, Redhawks trying to get back in the win column. Quick trigger 3 by Gary starts the fourth quarter with a miss as Schwartz gets the rebound. Throws it full court to McLaurin. McLaurin pull up, he's short. Mason's got the board for the Thunder. If you're just joining us, the Redhawks led by as many as 9 in the second quarter, ended up in an 11-point hole, 65-54 at halftime. Came back in that third quarter to take a 3-point lead. Looks like Gary is blocked but fouled. Leading scorer in the ball game is DJ Mason. He's got 19 points. Also in double figures for the Thunder is Demetrius Knox with 17. 14 apiece for Petrell Rogers and Dion Berrien. This is Gary at the line for 2. He can go into double figures if he hits both of them. He's got 9 points now. For your Redhawks, SC Upstate led by Gage Ellis with 16 points. Wanya Moore has 15. Joseph Battle in double figures with 11. Octavius Roebuck's got a dozen. 9 for White, 9 for Brooks. Leading scorers. So it's a 1-point game now. The Redhawks turn it over. Got to keep up that intensity here to start this quarter. As I mentioned, this is a dangerous scoring offensive team, the Thunder. Todd falling away, couldn't get it. Schwartz with the rebound. Moore into the forecourt, flies into the lane, and we got a foul called on, nope, it's a foul called on the Redhawks. I almost said Thunder there. So back-to-back calls against SC Upstate. Start of a long road trip for the Thunder. 5 straight counting today as the 3 is swished in by Mason. Mason's got 22 now. Averages 22 on the season. Let's see Upstate trying to go quickly. Schwartz tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. So 3 empty possessions here for South Carolina Upstate. So the Thunder have taken the lead. They have the basketball up by 2. Out of control play there and a good call. And the offensive foul as Graham lowered his body. Berrien getting set to come back into the game. He'll replace Graham. McLaurin into the forecourt. Gary tried to poke it away. McLaurin from the half circle, no good. Mason mentioned he's 5th in rebounding. We've talked a lot about Quarles rebounding. Mason's been pulling down a lot of boards as well. No doubt has a double-double as he turns on the Jets and scores 24 points for DJ Mason, former Campbell player. Division I up in North Carolina. Got a whistle here. Oh, was it an 8-second call? It was a technical foul, I think, called on the Redhawks. That's going to send Gary to the line. Four-point lead for the Thunder, who have come out strong here in this final quarter. SC Upstate now giving up free points potentially here to Gary. Might be a 30-second blood situation here for Berrien, who's getting looked at by the trainer. So the Thunder will have a few seconds here to work with, or they'll have to sub. It looks like he's all taken care of. So Gary, 82% at the free throw line this season. Back at it. 11 points now for him. 5-point lead for Carolina Thunder. And it'll still be Redhawks basketball. There's 16 on the shot clock. SC Upstate gotta keep with it. We saw it at the end of the first half, how quickly this Thunder team can gain the momentum and start knocking down buckets. This is a big possession here. Ellis, top of the key. Ellis spins, runs out of room. No whistle, and he scoops it up and in. They say he kept the pivot foot down, and my check says SD Upstate, so I'm rolling with that call. Williams throws it away. Nice defensive stop. Here's more attacking. More. Ooh, that could have been a goaltend. Babs got the offensive rebound. Now he ran out of room on that line. So Thunder get it back, 94-91. They lead. I think Ellis is shaken up a bit. They gave him a second. Berrien now on the left wing. 9 minutes left to go in this one. Berrien step back 3. Flying in for the rebound is Williams. 2 Redhawks standing around, and that's the result. Gary gets the layup. Those are those little things that add up over time. 5-point game. Ellis again looking to be aggressive. Way off. Berrien looks to push. To the cutter, Todd lays it up and in. And a timeout by the Redhawks. Good timeout for SC Upstate as the Thunder with the momentum right now in a 98-91 lead. We got 8:25 left to go in this one. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Well, back to live action. Chris Sheeman here with you. It's Redhawks basketball. They got some work to do now. Down by 7. They get the big man back in the game. It's Charlinda's Brooks getting into double figures with 11 on that field goal. Set the lineup for you. Anya Moore back into the game. Babbitt stays out there. So does Battle. Also into the game, I mentioned Brooks and McLaurin. McLaurin has it on the wing. Looking for Babbitt's deflected. Nice defensive play there by Todd. Mason scoop, no, but he's poked in the eye and he goes right to the floor. 7:45 left to go in a 5-point game. And DJ Mason got to give himself a minute. Trainer going to come out and take a look, but I'm pretty sure he just got poked in the eye and it's a real bad one. So while they look at him, we will take another break. All right, back to live action now. Sub came in to shoot the 2 free throws. It's Williams who hits his first after Mason really took it in the eye. He's on the bench right now. Looks like he's going to come back in, though. So Jarvis Williams does his job. Mason will come back at the next whistle. 7-point lead again for Carolina. Their first to 100. Moore in the corner. Babb up top. Here's Brooks on the block. Brooks and Quarles. Nice battle there. Speaking of battle, he'll shoot the 3 with the shot clock winding down. Nice defensive stop by Carolina. Gary facing some pressure from McLaurin. McLaurin stays with him for a moment, then Gary puts on the moves and is fouled by Brooks. More shuffling, as I mentioned. Mason did come back in. Now Todd, contested shot, rims it in. Tough bucket for Matthew Todd, who has 9 now here this afternoon. Inside 7 to go. It's a 10-point game again. And now the Thunder get a turnover. Boy, SC Upstate is really falling apart here in this fourth quarter. Mason out to Todd, but before that, I believe we're going to get Mason on the offensive foul. So Redhawks get a stop. They needed it desperately. It's a 9-point game. Here's Babb, attacks. Double pumped. He'll go to the line. Demetrius Babb, 83% free throw shooter this season. 2 more games for the Redhawks. They'll be at Coastal Elite on Saturday. That's in Myrtle. And then we'll have the game for you back here on the Redhawks YouTube channel. They'll be home against Gastonia on the 15th. That'll be another 2 p.m. game. Another Sunday game as well. So Babb gets 1 out of 2, but Brooks gets the offensive rebound. 8-point game. Battle. Offensive rebound. Moore pumps, hangs in the air, and scores. What a game for Wanye Moore, who's got 17. Nearing the midway point of the fourth quarter. 6-point lead for Carolina. Gary corner 3. Offensive rebound, Berrien. Top of the key, Mason. 4-3. Yes, dagger. DJ Mason, 27 points today, excuse me. McLaurin now. Plenty of time for the Redhawks, but they can't throw it away like that. Mason will try another one. I think he was out of bounds. He was. Looks like we have another timeout. Past the midway point here in the final quarter, it's a 9-point lead for for the Carolina Thunder. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you. 9-point lead for Carolina. Battle looking to go to work. Short on that one. Offensive rebound to Brooks. Battle all kinds of time. He has just been shot just a little short tonight. Knox. Rogers fakes the 3. He'll attack. Swing it out to Mason. Can he get another one? He can. Mason's got 30. And it's a 12-point lead for Carolina. The Thunder, their biggest advantage of the day. Downs. Babb cuts, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Well, Babb doesn't like it, but it's been called that way pretty consistently here this afternoon. It's turned out to be a really nice sunny day here in Greenville. We were expecting maybe some rain, so fingers crossed for the Thunder folks who got to travel all the way back to the PD. I know it's not a short trip, especially on a Sunday. The worst from Greenville to the PD is a Sunday in the fall after a Clemson home game, though. Clemson fans they show no mercy on the roads. It's wild. I do some football games on Sunday, and I got to travel on this. It's treacherous. Driving his battle. He'll draw the foul. SC Upstate down by 12 with 4:41 to go. Battle 75% free throw shooter on the season. Just 11 points here today. Make it 12. Baker's dozen now for Joseph Battle. Former App State player. It's a 10-point game. And as Battle knocks it out of bounds. 4:35 left to go. Plenty of time for SC Upstate. Rogers fading away. Man, what a bucket. Latrell Rogers. Been quiet here in the second half, but he does have 16 in the game. Downs to the hoop. Downs answers right back. Can't trade buckets right now, though, at a 10-point game with 4:12 remaining. Got to get stops. Knox throws it up. Boy, that was well contested. Knox got it anyway. Thunder are just hot right now. Upstate got to answer. Got to keep scoring. That's going to be an offensive foul instead on Brooks, and another turnover down the stretch here for Upstate. .352 left to go. Thunder led by 11 at the half. Good third quarter by the Redhawks. They led it by 3 to start this fourth period. And since then, it's been all Thunder. Now with their biggest lead, looking for more. Heat check time for Mason. Finally misses one. He's got 30 tonight. Battle top of the key. Battle had it poked away, got it back, lost it again. It's Gary now, 2-on-1. He'll pull up. Yes! Gary with 16, and this one is the Thunder's to lose right now. Up by 15 with 3:12 remaining. Ellis to Battle. Battle, face up. It's just not been his day. Burying the rebound, and the Thunder will use some clock. Knox swings it out. Rogers got all day, and he strokes it in. The Thunder are running away with it. It's an 18-point lead, 118 to 100, 2:48 left to go. And a timeout is called. We'll step aside. It's all Thunder down the stretch, 118 to 100. We've got 2:48 left to go. DJ Mason having himself a day, 30 points. But his teammates have helped him out. Demetrius Knox down the stretch. He's got 19. 19 as well for Petrell Rogers here today. Titus Gary III with 16 points. And Dion Berrien also in double figures. He has 14 points here today. So a really good fourth quarter for the Thunder. And this is the second time I've seen the Redhawks now, and it's just some opportunities lost in some of these games. They've got the ability. It's just down the stretch, it's those little things that start to add up over time. And Carolina Thunder, this is actually a down game for them offensively. In their last three, they're 150 plus. So holding them to 118 with nearly 2 minutes left to go is a good effort by the Redhawks, but the scoring just not what it needed to be today. So Jaquin Hawthorne, is going to go deeper into his bench now. Jordan Parrish in. Lance Williams also comes in for the first time. Roebuck, White out there, as is McLaurin. Thunder still attacking as Demetrius Knox with 21 now here today. So Carolina Thunder going to go to 7-2. Go to first place in the Southeast. And hammering it home, DJ Mason now with 32. Minute 47 left to go. We've got another timeout being called here. So 1:46 left to go. We will step aside one more time. That's me, Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you. I'll be with you one more time, too, Redhawks fans. Coming up May 15th, it's the home finale. Love to see you here. If you can't make it out, though, we'll have the game for you against Gastonia at 2 p.m. The Redhawks are going to go to 3-10 on the year today. They'll take on Coastal Elite in their final road game of the year. That'll come up Saturday in Myrtle Beach. Carolina Thunder, good start to this road trip for them. They got another tough test. Thunder fans, I'll be with you over on Primetime Players YouTube channel for their game against the Primetime Players coming up Saturday at 5 p.m. After what I've seen today, and I know that this is, offensively speaking, is a nice bucket there for Schwartz. He's got 5 now. This is a bit of a down game by the Thunder standards as Knox gets right to the hoop again. This is a 3-point game that the Redhawks led starting this quarter. It's now a 24-point lead. Catch and shoot 3 is no good by Cameron Woodruff. Put back up and in, though. Correction, that wasn't Woodruff. I believe that was Williams. Yeah, Lance Williams. Nope, Amari Nicholson. My apologies, who missed that shot. So the bench is empty. 33 seconds left to go. Parrish, 4-3. Yes. Jordan Parrish from Easley. The shot clock's about a second off, so Thunder will have to take one. Well, they might just take the violation here. I expect the Thunder to be classy because I know Sebastian Page well enough. So they'll take the violation here. And we will probably wrap this up at 1:26. Oh, I thought they were going to take the violation. Instead, they take the shot, and the clock hits 0. Big fourth quarter for the Thunder. They win today 126-107. Once again, Redhawks fans will be with you again on the 15th for the home finale against Gastonia. We'll have that for you on the 15th at 2 p.m. Come on back for that one. We'll see if we can't send SC Upstate to the offseason on a winning note. Wasn't meant to be today, though, for SC Upstate as they fall to the Carolina Thunder, who start their road trip strong. Thanks for watching, everybody. Once again, your final score, it's 120.